Hey business owner, yeah, the business owner in you that has an office, a shop, anything with staff or customers, clients, patients. You're a business owner, you need to listen up. Your first impression is everything. What does your first impression say about your business, about your practice, about your office space? What does it say? Does it say we're welcoming and cozy and calm and, come and have a nice couple of minutes before the appointment? Or does the retail space just scream old, tired, dull? Hi, I'm Jade and I am an interior decorator, stylist, and someone who just wants the spaces to feel good, amazing, beautiful, because everyone deserves to feel fantastic in any space, both business and in your home. And today, talking all about business spaces, I am really excited to give some incredible business owners like yourself some hints and tips about what customers, clients, and patients would like or would need to make your business even better. So if you do like this kind of content about talking about spaces and how to make them feel good, then I would love you to hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment about what kind of business you have. So the art of welcoming needs to be at the top of some business's priority list, honestly. You can speak 1,000 words and 1,000 feelings, good and bad, within 5 to 7 seconds of someone entering your space. And in this day and age, when it is so easy to purchase online, I absolutely want to jump into some, especially retail, and just say, hey, maybe we need a little refresh. You need an activation. You need something to get people back into your store. Your staff want to feel valued. They want to feel included. They want to feel like they want to spend time there. So make it a beautiful space. It doesn't have to cost the world. You don't need a full renovation. You can 100% achieve things on a very low budget to make people feel good. So something I absolutely sort of live by lately is comfort builds trust. I'll say that again. Comfort builds trust. You walk into a doctor's surgery, an accountant, a lawyer's firm, someone of a professional nature, and you respect them for what they do and what they can help you with. But the comfort level that you walk into a space and feel, the first impression will give you, 99% of how you instantly portray that business moving forward. If people don't feel like you care or don't feel like they can trust you based on a waiting room, a receptionist, the foyer, the ease of access into your space, they will find someone else because that matters. So you care about the profession that you offer. You need to care about their first impression, and caring about the first impression will speak thousands of percent more than the handshake 15 minutes after they've been sitting in a very boring, cold waiting room. That almost doesn't matter. Have you seen their waiting room? That's awesome. I really like that feeling, or I really like going to that space. And that is something that the word of mouth can't be bought, but the experience can. So creating the experience and creating the vibes that you're trying to get to is something so, so important. And I am so excited to chat about this kind of thing. To stand out amongst all the professionals in your area could be your waiting room, could be the reception area, it could be the front window, it could be the smallest of things and insignificant to what you think people are coming for. The amount of messages that I have had recently of a waiting room that, you know, sucked the soul out of someone. So walk through your front door or open your office space area like for the first time, like you're a client, like you're the visitor, and really start to think about, how does it feel? You do it day in, day out, probably multiple times a day, and it just feels a certain way. But when a new person comes in, it can feel incredibly different. So whether you run a clinic, a law firm, accounting, a consulting practice, any professional service, your space speaks well before you do. The art of welcoming and the art of first impressions aren't always aesthetics. It is definitely how to create a mood or a feeling in those spaces. So think of your waiting area as the pre-handshake before the handshake. It's doing a whole lot of heavy lifting, giving a great impression. And then when it gets to the handshake, things just work. And so it could be like your secret little weapon. It's doing all this heavy lifting over here because it feels calm, it feels cozy. It's doing a lot of like the branding that you subtly can add in, giving a whole lot of comfort and trust into this client, customer, visitor before you've even said hi. A few tips to elevate your space really, really simply is making sure you have comfortable seating. No more plastic chairs, please. Comfortable seating is and having different options of seating, because everyone feels different in different seating. Some people prefer to be like in a dining chair, up a little higher. They may have sore hips or legs, and they can't get out of like an occasional sofa chair easily. And they don't want to feel embarrassed or like they're being a burden to try and get out of that chair. So they would prefer something up a little higher, but they can still be comfortable and they don't have to be those typical plastic waiting chairs. Some people love to sit in a cozy occasional chair. If the receptionist or someone has said, oh, there is a little bit of a wait, like, 10, 15 minutes, they will take that as an extra little moment of, oh, I can sit here in peace and quiet, read a book, catch up on something in a really comfortable chair. They then forget about why they're there almost, and all of a sudden that 10, 15 minutes has passed and they're about to go in, they're like, wow, that passed really fast. And that is a comfort on a subconscious level that you want those clients to feel. My next tip is lighting. Now, lighting is really, really important. And depending on your professional service, different layers of lighting and lamps and the color tone of said lamp can be really, really important. Some people are really adverse to bright lights, and depending on what your business is, they may be necessary, but also in a smaller amount. And getting the lighting right can be really, really important to the specific kinds of clients that you're looking for. Another way to elevate your space is ensuring the layout and flow work. So between the client, patient, customer walking in to the reception, to the waiting area, to where they're going, they need to make a lot of decisions very, very quickly. So giving that automatic flow and automatic unnecessary haste of, where do I go, what do I do, the unknown feeling that we all get when we go somewhere new, if you can take that away, then they're more likely to feel comfortable immediately. If they need to trek through driveways, upstairs, through different doors, make signage a priority, because that's part of the flow to get them to your space. If they are literally opening the first, like a street door to your space, then make it known that that is welcome as soon as they open that door. And my next tip is greenery, art, and decor. Now, these items bring a space together. They really can increase the comfort level, therefore the trust level in your professional service. And depending on what that service is dependent on what kind of art and things you would add. But all of these layers add immediate good impressions to your space. Now, an example would be a really simple corner, as this almost is, and I've just popped in a new light, a really beautiful plant. I have a seat just here. We have soft furnishings with the curtains, and it is a really cozy space. I love it. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a corner in my home, but it could easily be a corner in someone's waiting area, and it didn't really cost a lot. And things these days can be really affordable. You can definitely thrift things and buy secondhand, make it your own, adding in, you know, things that feel intentional to you. If you travel a lot and you have a really favorite spot, you're a professional, I don't know, accountant, but you travel to Italy every year, then having a piece of art that shows lemons or olive trees or pasta or something that can create a connection without you even realizing it. And that client comes in and says, oh, that art's really cool. And you're like, oh yeah, that reminds me of my yearly trip. That comfort and trust and first impressions all matter. And all of a sudden, if that person is really interested in going to Italy and they may ask you a couple of questions, that is almost an immediate lifetime client. Done, dusted, tick. That art did all that heavy lifting for you, and you didn't even have to say, oh yeah, I travel here, there, and everywhere. But it spoke words that you didn't have to, which is one of the most incredible things about decor and art and all the fun things that come with decorating a space. And so that brings me kind of rounding the tips up into, like, be intentional, have a budget, it's okay, but be intentional with the items and the things that you place. And that will really make the client, patient, customer really appreciate what is in that space and why. So your space is your brand at the end of the day. And if you want to leave a really good impression, then sometimes you need to bite the bullet and change it up, create something new, have something to talk about, create something interesting, create an activation. I'm not sure like what your business might be, but do be sure to let me know in the comments about your business. And I would love to give you some hints and tips about what you could add or how to make it feel more professional but cozy, and start to really build that comfort and trust from your clients and passengers, clients and patients. You can tell I was a flighty. Showing a clean and sophisticated space shows that you take pride in your service, and as I said, does a whole lot of heavy lifting that you don't have to do. So I hope you have learned a little bit about the art of welcoming your clients, patients, and customers into your space. Being a business owner is more than just giving your professional advice and service about something. It is the whole package, and people want to feel valued and important, and they want to feel comfortable in your space. So if there is a space in your business that is lacking, then I do encourage you to take a little look at it, maybe make some notes. I have a checklist about it. I'll pop it into the description, and you can sort of run through your space as a visitor. It will also help you to realize if there isn't any weak spots in your business. So if you're sort of like, oh, the waiting room is letting everything down, we do great service, but the waiting room needs help, then boosting that up will help round out all of your great service, because the waiting room is beautiful, the service is great, the professionalism is there, and people will come back. And that is the main part of business. So that's it today for this video about business and the art of welcoming. If you would like to learn more about decor, watch this video about some really fun decor items I picked up in Tokyo. And as always, I would love you to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.